Radke's supposed to be doing this, I think. So I think he's waiting for the handout.
We get to drink this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there, Michelle.
Thirsty. Who else? There's supposed to be a couple more. There's supposed to be a couple more.
There he is.
JP?
Yeah.
Here? And who's over there?
Lauren.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Lauren,
Thanks,
you're
Lauren.
sitting where you're needed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Free Gatorade. How about it? They told me yes. They knew. They called ahead.
You're spilling on TV.
We have with us now the Vernon Hill Cougars and head coach Paul Bretner, and he's brought with him his entire entourage. Coach, if you would, give us your thoughts on advancing to the Class 3A state title game.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I couldn't be prouder of this group of kids. They've worked so hard, not only the team, but the managers and coaching staff preparing to get down here and to do well down here. And, I mean, hats off to Springfield. What a great team. Zana Medley, holy cats, is she hard to stop. But, you know, hats off also to us. We played pretty well.
Questions?
Coach talked about having Lauren bring the ball up. That seemed like your offense started moving a little better.
To be honest with you, that happened just because of their press. I'm confident in all the kids that bring the ball up. Lauren was just in some good space. She's a good player. She finds space, and when she can attack the basket and look for a shot, usually good things happen.
Well, Medway didn't score in the second half. Was there anything special you changed up at halftime or anything like that that held her in check?
Yeah, it changed up to make sure that she missed her shots, I guess. I mean, she got some shots off for sure, but I think the 2-3 zone, the way we played it, really helped out. We had two kids really looking after her nearly the entire second half. And, I mean, they got some really good players that also take good shots, and we just rebounded real well when they didn't.
Coach Sidney's shot at the end of the second quarter seemed like they gave you guys life after that. Talk about that.
Oh, you saw me call that play, right? No, that's great. Anytime you hit like a buzzer like that, I mean, that always gives you a little bit of lift heading into the next the period and all that, and you know that's well within Rich Sidney's range, I think.
Lauren, did you expect to have such a nerve-wracking day bringing the ball up the floor there as much as you did today?
No.
Expand on that a little. What were you trying to do specifically to keep the ball in your hands?
Well, I was just trying to get the ball up the court without turning it over so we could get our offense set up nice and easy so we could play the way we play.
Coach, I talked to you on the phone Wednesday.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
And you on the phone, you kind of had this almost this all shucks demeanor about it. Almost, I mean, talking about giving Springfield's bus the flat tire and just, you know.
I told him that was the best way to stop Zana Medley.
And I didn't know if that was. I mean, but did you really believe that you'd be so effective on defense?
So effective, no, but effective as a team, yes. I mean, slowing down one player is very difficult when she's that good. But I had all the confidence in the world in our team. I mean, I don't know that a lot of people did. These three teams have been down here multiple times in a row the last few years, and it's our first time. And not for a second did I think that would affect us and that we'd come out poorly.
Julie, talk about guarding her a little bit. How tough it is.
She was an incredible player. When she was in the backcourt, like our team, just me and Bree, we were guarding her the game. We just tried to give her a couple steps back just to give her room. Like we knew she was going to throw stuff at us that like only she can do. And we just had to try and limit her shots that she took to like decrease the chances of them scoring. But she made it tough.
You guys feel like you shocked the world here? That's the number one team ranked team in the state. I mean, you know.
Do you? I don't.
We use like before the game, we use like the analogy of like Jeremy Lin from like the NBA. Like no one knew he was like not even on the map like last year, and then he came out and he just wowed everyone and he just went hard and like that was like us. Like we've never been here before. All these teams have been here 2 or 3 years in a row now, and we definitely like we got it done. And there's still more to get done.
Springfield missed that layup. They had a 2-on-1 advantage on that fast break. They
Right.
missed that layup. Did you feel that maybe that was a little bit of momentum that you needed at that time? Because that would have put them up 6 points.
Anytime you can take advantage of the opponent not doing what they're trying to do helps. And yeah, a 6-point gap would have been much tougher than that 4. I mean, it's a full 2 possessions. But I don't know that was a big sway. I don't know. The game seemed real even to me. They never really escaped. They never really, ran away with it, and neither did we. It was a really, really quality high school basketball game. And in terms of momentum swings, I don't know. I thought the whole game was pretty even.
But you had 9 blocks. It seemed like you had a lot more. But talk about, I think it was a 34th block with a minute and a half left on the break.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, she's not typically one of the kids that blocks a lot of shots. We always joke that 3% of all basketball players are gifted shot blockers, and Abby is typically not one of those 3%. But on that particular play, she did a great job, as she always does.
How important was it to you, Paul, the start of the game? You got the 7-0 lead, but more importantly, that you didn't come out intimidated. Girls too.
You guys want to field this one?
You played early like one of those teams that's been here before. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, when we got here, the phrase that kept being repeated the entire time was, "Oh my God, we're at state." And that excitement just kind of carried on to the court when we started.
I think that excitement of not knowing and us kind of messing up the pregame stuff and just okay, we don't know what's going on, but we know how to play basketball. We know how to come on to the court strong. So I thought that actually came into advantage for us.
We've, since a loss to Libertyville to end our regular season, we've been talking about adapting and how difficult it can be in the postseason. And these kids have just adapted to every situation we've had, and this is no different.
It's like a dream come true, pretty much. A dream come true. Oh my God, we're the state championship. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, go back to around Christmas or even after Libertyville handed it to you there
Sure.
right at the end of the season. Did any of you ever even envision standing here at this point, getting ready to play for a state championship?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I guess
He doesn't want you to lie, Sid.
well, okay, well, I knew that we had what it takes. It just depended on how we used our talent, how we used our minds and everything. Because getting to the state championship is not just a physical task; it's a mental task. I think what was that one thing we said? You have to go mind over body sometimes. Defense is hard, and sometimes you're tired. But Julie and Bree, I'm sure their bodies do not feel good right now. But their mind kept telling them they had to play defense. They had to play defense, and we all did it. Everyone just contributed.
Julie, you said you messed up in Warhol. What do you guys do wrong?
After the anthem, we were supposed to walk over and shake their hands, and we were just so pumped and so excited that we just started walking towards the bench, ready to play. And then they started walking over, oh, what is Vernon Hills doing? And then we quickly realized and went over and shook their hands.
Had 27 turnovers to their 8. That's another.
That stuck.
But then, obviously, that's another thing you had to overcome was their pressure. And even though you turned it over a lot, you were able to overcome it. How did that happen?
We've been talking quite a bit since we won on Monday about how their pressure can lead to layups. And the 27 turnovers is high. But I think if you look at the type of turnovers, they resulted in our ability to still play some defense. And you give our team a chance to play some defense, usually we do pretty well.
One more question.
They're physical. They're quick, speedy. Tonight, when you had to get back, you guys got back. You didn't let them have too many easy opportunities to the basket. I know they had a couple fast breaks, but not very many. Watching the game film, you've done a really good job on them compared to other teams. Talk about that.
Yeah, we were a little frightened that they scored 77 in a super sectional. So there were some things that we were trying to do to slow them down. And I didn't see all the film of the 77 points. However, I do know a lot of them came on steals, because when they push up on that baseline, it's awfully tough to deal with. We were able to kind of switch some press breaks here and there to kind of back them up just a little. And then, like I said, you know, they didn't get those backcourt steal turnovers like they've probably gotten in a lot of their games. And not a ton of them, I should say, because I know they did have some. And that was kind of the key. You know, I'll take a traveling call, I'll take a 5-second call, I'll take a 10-second call. We get to back, you know, play some defense.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations, girls, on making the state title.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, locker room. Locker room.
Holy cow.
I've never seen it work. 76.
No. Springfield had 76 shots.
And we make 19.
They're
close.
Rebounds were even, and that's...
They had more than 9 blocks. Sorry, great thing. I changed my phone. Oh, yeah. You know what? 630-2353. About what?
I guess I never paid attention to it.
You want anybody else? John?
No, that'll do it.
We now have with us the Springfield Senators and head coach Brad Scheffler. He's brought with him number 3, senior guard Zayna Medley, number 31, junior forward Megan Fetter, and number 40, sophomore forward Annika Webster. Coach, if you'd give us your thoughts on the ball game, and you'll take some questions from the media.
It's a tough one to take. You know, I told the girls after the game, you know, probably of the 4 years we've been here, this is the toughest loss that we've had. You know, and it was really, we played really hard. We just couldn't make a shot. You know, you look at the stats and, you know, 2 for 25 on threes. Obviously, we had shots and normally that we've made, you know, all year, and today we didn't do that.
Questions?
Talk about they got off to that 7-0 start.
Mhm.
Did that set any kind of tone?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a while since we've been behind like that to start the game. You know, in the postseason here, we've been playing real well and getting off to good starts. And yeah, we looked a little, you know, I don't want to say we were shooting shots, we were out of control, and we looked, you know, looked a little bit nervous at the beginning. And you know, we shouldn't be like that. I mean, this is the 4th time we've been here in a row. And then we got it back, you know, to a game, and you know, really we were in control there, and we're up 4, and you know, we missed a tough one, and then we missed some threes at the end of the game, and we just couldn't get over that final hump.
Brad, what did Vernon Hills do that surprised you, or that took you out of things you like to do? Anything about
No.
their game that...
I mean, what we saw, I mean, it was normally, you know, what we expected. You know, really, we just, you know, they made some shots. They shot the ball real well. You know, they shot it almost 50%, you know, 19 for 40. So, you know, and they handled, I mean, they still had we created 27 turnovers. That's normally what we do. But they shot it, and we didn't. You know, we didn't shoot it well enough to win.
Santa, have you ever remember a last time in a close game where you didn't score in the second half?
No.
Was it anything that was it their zone? What was bothering you, or was it just your shots not dropping?
My shots weren't just falling in.
Saying this is probably the hardest loss that you've had to take at state. I mean, it's being your senior year, and you guys came so close to finally getting that semifinal win.
Yeah, I think that this is my toughest loss I've ever had. Yeah.
Was there a point in the game where you felt one or two adjustments by you guys, and you guys would start getting easier shots? Because a lot of your perimeter shots were contested, or they were jumping out to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they were and they weren't. I mean, I think we did some things. We ran underneath their zone a little bit, and we got some shots. And we've hit those all year. I mean, we're contested and stuff like that. Today was just a day we didn't do that, and I gave credit to them. They made it tough on us, and I mean, they're playing the championship tomorrow, and we're not.
Now you talk about tomorrow. I mean, you guys have to rebound pretty quickly and get ready. I mean, third place is still out there on the line for you guys.
Yeah, we need to do. I mean, we rebounded. We tried to rebound. We just weren't rebounding when it counted. And if a shot would go up, we just thought they would go in because all through the season they've been going in. So tomorrow we have to go out. Still got to play a game, and they might even be better because, I mean, Montini we've lost. We just have to go out and play even harder to win that third place game.
Talk about Megan coming out in the third quarter. She scored, I think, the first 6 or 8 points in that third quarter. Gave you guys a 4-point lead. Just kind of talk about her performance there.
Yeah, I mean, she stepped out and hit her shots. We talked about bringing 50 away from the basket, and Megan hit her shots, and Mel did also. And we just, we did the things right. We just didn't have shots fall that fourth quarter. And, we look at the numbers, and we had 22 offensive rebounds and only 8 turnovers. And we talk about that. We're playing hard. I mean, to get 22 offensive rebounds, and we held them to 4 offensive rebounds for the whole game. So, we did the right things. We just couldn't get shots to fall.
Was it kind of one of those nights where, one of the things that summed it up was that missed layup to go up, that would put you up 6?
Yeah, it's not one play. I mean, it's not going to be. We had open threes, we had open shots. Yeah, I mean, that's just a play in the game that we missed. But, Annika's made those all year, and she's going to make them again every time. So Z made a nice play. He made a nice, for a layup. And we had so many plays after that. It really, I know that was kind of a momentum a little bit, and they came down and hit a 3. But that's not the play. That's not the play of the game. There's a million of plays that we could have made, and we just didn't do that today.
How frustrating is it for you as a coach, Brad, to know that your kids are executing the game plan and everything right, and you keep seeing the ball bouncing off?
Yeah, they just, they've done this all the time. They've played as well as they have, and they're good players and they're good kids. And, yeah, I wish, there was something, magical I could do or whatever to get over that hump. And but they played hard. Look at the numbers. That's all you can ask as a coach. And if you get a win, you get a win. And if you don't, you don't. And you keep your heads high, and we played hard, and we just didn't get it done today.
Do you feel like you're the better team?
They were today.
Do you feel like you outplayed them? Just the only thing that didn't happen?
Yeah, we talked about loose balls in the first half, and it seemed like they got quite a few loose balls. But they made more plays than we did. That's why they won. So give credit to them. They were better today.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, girls. Good luck tomorrow. We now have with us the Country Financial Class 3A three-point final qualifiers. Today, Cassidy Jennings out of Bartonville Limestone finished with 5 trays. Sarah Kurth from East Peoria, a sophomore, had 9. Megan Odell, a senior out of Charleston, had 10. And the winner is Sarah Gulikowski of Grays Lake Central. She had 13. How does it feel to be the winner?
It feels really good. I wasn't expecting it. I came down here to have fun, and I didn't think I could make 13, but I did.
Girls, can you each you just go through and talk about what it's like to shoot on this size arena and how that affects your shot, the background, everything being different?
It's kind of like, not a lot of pressure, but it's definitely, you can feel a little bit more than if you're just on a high school gym. I mean, you're down on like the college wood, and there's a lot of people watching, and you're on TV, and it's just a lot going at you. But I mean, don't let it like affect how you play.
It's definitely a lot of people watching, and the two lines really mess you up. Once you get knowing that it's a blue one, though, you get into rhythm soon.
I would say that I kind of like it better than the wall, is it being so close to the backboard, as the backboard's more just kind of there in the rim and all that.
I just focus mainly on the basket and scoring, zoning everything out.
Sarah, how much what order did you guys go in? Who?
I shot first.
You were first? When?
I was third.
You were third. How much different was it today than compared to last night when you had more girls, less people in the stands, no TV? Did you feel more pressure today?
Not really. I mean, yesterday was just a lot more waiting, but I mean, today was the same. You shoot and you, I don't know, just kind of do your best.
The other girls mind answering that same question?
It stinks going first, but you just try and do your best and hope that you don't get beat, but at least it's to somebody that makes 13.
I was just kind of glad I made it as far as I did. Just came here to have fun. I mean, just only shot 5, but, yesterday was pretty good, so.
Usually I would like going last, but going after someone who got 13, it's a lot of pressure.
24 out of 30 in 2 days down here after only shooting 7 all season. Is this kind of surreal to you?
Not really. I mean, in a game situation, you usually have somebody coming at you, whereas this is just open three-pointers. So it's a lot different.
2 questions for everybody. First off, are you one of the primary three-point shooters on your team? And then also, after your team was eliminated from the state series, was it something you shot every day, or just kind of, was it something you worked at every day to get ready for this, to continue to advance?
After we got knocked out, I didn't touch a basketball. So, I mean, yesterday coming in was the first time I touched a basketball in a week. But,
yeah. I shot every day. Obviously, that wasn't the answer.
Yeah, I shot every day after school for about 20 minutes, and then only 3s. That's about it.
Every day since regionals, I've shot around a half an hour after school.
And are you all primary three-point shooters on your team?
Yeah.
Sarah, thoughts about tomorrow shooting in the finals?
I mean, I'm really excited to go shoot tomorrow just to see what the outcome is. But I mean, the fact that I just made it down here means a lot to me, and I'm really proud of myself.
Congratulations, ladies. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Take your